first down.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. That flag, that'll push him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Marks now on 1st and 10. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Over.
Stroud to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. They run straight ahead with Marks. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 18-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Marks diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
The Texans.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. It's complete, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Commanders, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 60 bison.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage. which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
19 tight, 19 tight, like hurt. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No. Steady.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2. 7. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go. Maverick, 60, go!
To throw is Daniels. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hey, smash. Street. Let go.
Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So we had the touchdown and 2-point conversion to start the game. At least they're able to come back and get 3 on the board for their opening drive.
Yeah, and most coaches will always say, just give me something on the opening drive. Anything you can put up on the board, you feel better about things. And in this case, I like the fact that they resisted the urge to try and match them big, because just get the points on the board. You're okay, even though they put 8 on you to begin with. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
On the quick, right?
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle, it's Marks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Stroud. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, 38 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up third down.
Okay, ready?
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. 20, 5, touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 43 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Commanders 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to Krosky Merritt on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Panther 60.
The final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. Say, hey. Check. Riggs. Hey, smash. Go street. Check, smash. Hurt.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
18 Rattlers. Come 19. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, son.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 12. And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold now on first and 10. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
It's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before 3rd down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Now Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he's in! A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Sixty-three. Alpha. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Moving to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down,
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Walker. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
We'll try and run it with Walker.
Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
More yards. That's another Seahawks.
Walker. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They'll run with Walker. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
To throw is Darnold, and he's in for the two-point conversion to make it 16-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Hurts. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. First down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Out to his right. Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. It'll lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Trimmer. Tiger Hornet.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is